And we're live. Hey, Hunters.
Hey guys,
Hello.
how's it going?
For some reason, I don't see Pedro though. I only see
What?
his chair.
Really? But you can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can hear loud and clear. I hope that everybody else too.
Hey
Hello,
Dark
Dark.
Claire, how's it going,
Uh,
man?
you, you're a talking chair, Pedro.
I am a talking chair.
You are.
That is weird.
Uh, and now I think I fixed it.
Oh, oh.
There we go. Now you actually have a face.
Hello guys, how's it going?
Pedro's using his invisible cape.
Yes, I'm visible now.
So I'm glad, I'm really, really glad that this stream seems to be working technically perfect. Uh,
Yes.
I now have like a little monitor here. The monitor is the stream quality. It shows green in everything, so hopefully you can see us really well, you can hear us really well. But as usual, please give us feedback whether my voice is okay, if Pedro's voice is okay, if the game audio is too loud. Just let us know.
Yeah, our last stream actually wasn't that good. Like we
It
had
was a
some
disaster. Let's be
Yeah,
honest about it.
we had some awful technical problems, but I'm glad we're over that.
Yes, it was really bad. So we've been actually very busy
Oh
at
yeah.
Rogue's Nail the last few weeks, and but sadly this is not reflected in the game that you can play right now. So I'm actually playing the live build from March 15th. That's what it says up top there. So I'm playing the build from March 15th because that's our latest stable. We've been working on a lot of different things, a lot of cool stuff. We've done pretty much all of the weapons. They're pretty much all done. We're just tweaking a little bit. Done a
They
lot
look
of
beautiful. They
yeah, they
look
do.
so cool.
They do. Marty did an awesome job on those guns. And everybody can check Marty's guns in the next playable update, but not today, unfortunately. But to make it up to you, not only I'm here with Pedro again, so we can talk a little bit about how lore and storytelling has been progressed in the game, but also I brought some concept art for the secret markets. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. And I brought secretly that it's so secret that the team doesn't know, but I brought a little image from Relic Hunters Blitz. Hi,
They don't
Juno.
even know.
They don't. I'm sneaky. I'm sneakerelli.
That's cool. That's cool. It's a cool gift for everyone that is watching us.
They don't want to show their cool game. I'm gonna show it for them. Try and stop me.
Oh, but it looks so cool though. It's looking amazing and it looks so fun to
Yes.
play. Like it deserves to be peaked a little.
So if you're joining the stream right now, you don't know what Relic Hunters Blitz is another game. It's a different game. It's being made by a different team for Relic Hunters Legend. So Pedro and I and 10 other people, 9 other people, we work on Team Voyager inside Rogue. And we have been focusing on Relic Hunters Legend since day one. But we also have another team, another dev team in Rogue's Nail called Team Juno. And Team Juno has been working Relic Hunters Blitz for what, a couple months now?
For yeah, something like that. A couple of months. Like we got the whole team together, like a month ago or so.
Yeah, February.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and they're like everybody went to like on cool trips and stuff.
Everybody
and
went
now
on vacation.
they went on vacation. That's a
We
different
hire
guy.
people and they
Yeah.
instantly go on vacation.
Yeah, that's something that happens. That's something that happens.
We hired Shu. She went to Japan like 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
And we hired Eli, and she
Yeah.
went to Croatia and Germany like a month after. But now everybody's here, they're working, the game's looking awesome.
Yeah, and they're working really really hard, and it's amazing how like they got together and their chemistry works so well. And even though they're a small team, they're making like huge leaps in development, like every spring. And it's been amazing to see like this, you know, this totally mobile game taking place in like different setting than Legends, than Legends that we actually have been, like sticking our head into it like for forever. So
Let's not spoil it though, because
that's not
we definitely have to drag the Juno people here on the stream to talk about it.
exactly.
It's gonna happen soon. There's no escaping Juno. There's no escaping.
Yeah,
I had to bring Maria to talk about the lore and the story.
Oh, she's gonna love it. She's gonna love it. Yes.
But enough about them. Let's talk about you, Pedro.
Let's talk about us, actually.
What have you been up to, though? You're a lore master. You're a story designer.
I've been writing lore, and I've been writing a lot of lore, because we were in a very tough place in the lore, which is the beginning of the game. Like, this is something that is very, very important, very fundamental for basically any kind of game. Even if you have a game, even if you have a game that doesn't have much of a story, you still have to really pay attention on those first steps that the players are going to take. And we were really meticulously working on that, and we were working on how to deliver the best experience for like new players that are getting to know how to play Relic Hunters Legend, and also people who are really interested in the story. So it's really cool to balance those two things and try to get a really balanced and like a fitting opening for a really cool game, right?
Yeah, man.
And it's hard. I mean, really even hard for you, right? Who is like who shipped
dark
games with story and stuff.
Dark plays on the chat, commenting my little shortcut there. You got me, sneaky me. I feel so sneaky today, Pedro. But yeah, like man, I've been through. When Relic Hunters Legend releases, it's gonna be my fifth. I think my fifth major game release, and it's always one of the most difficult and nerve-wracking things is the early game, like the intro, right? When you first you press play, what you see and how you react and how like we teach you the basics and if the story is gonna grab you or not. That's super difficult because there's actually so much that goes into it. I don't think that people realize that just how much effort we spend into making sure that the early game makes sense, because we have to show you cool stuff. We have to teach you how the game works. We have to promise you features and kind of give you an overall idea of where the game is going, right? But at the same time, we have to have surprises to surprise you. And there's the story, so we have to introduce the characters, the world, the plot,
the conflicts.
Yeah. And all of this has to be in like 10 minutes because otherwise you're just gonna go play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Short rotation spam millennials, you.
and it has to be believable. It has to be honest, and it really has to click with people.
It has to have a soul, right?
It has to have. Yeah, exactly.
It can't be a robotic thing.
Yeah, it can't just and we can't just dump a lot of story on you guys and just like, yeah, okay, deal with it now. No, like we really have to show you like in the best way possible, and it's a huge challenge, but we're getting like really positive results. Recently, we developed like the whole prototype for the story. That's mostly what I've been working on like the last few sprints, and we got most of the major points in the story that we wanted to
playable.
They're playable and they're there.
That's something that it's also people. I think this is also something that people don't realize about game development, is that games are not playable through most of the development cycle. So you have a lot of things that are just barely there, but they take a while to kind of everything to get together in something that makes any kind of sense.
Exactly.
So it's been huge. I think since Pedro joined the team, this is the first time that we actually have like a big chunk of story that is playable by the team.
Yeah, like right at the beginning, right? Like we're still developing all these stuffs for the beta, and like there's still a long way to get there. But it's amazing that we can work on this, like all of these details so early, so we can make great design decisions that are going to stick better, and we can do great like story decisions that really show like everything that you need to know, and also leave space for like mystery and the sense of adventure that we really want you to guys to get into like right away. And it's amazing to just like work with new characters and to balance their dialogue and see like, oh, okay, so is this showing the character enough? Is this character not really good? And like just being able to prototyping all these micro details like right now is amazing. Like
Speaking
yeah,
of
like
new characters,
yeah,
do you want to talk a little bit about a brand new character that you just wrote?
like a
Tina?
couple of days ago.
Yeah. You want to talk about
I
her?
would love to talk about this character, especially because it was inspired by my lovely dog Tina.
Is she
So
around anywhere now? Is she asleep?
she is actually sleeping, and
Okay, guys,
and
we need to secure
Okay,
these
good
spots.
job.
yeah, like a good dog, and just yeah, like I can wake her up. It would break my heart, but no. But she's cute. She's the cutest, and she is. She inspired me to create this character that is the responsible for the secret market. So the secret market, for those that don't know, is going to be our main social hub. And the secret market is pretty much like a place where hunters from all the universe can gather in secret. That hence the name Secret Market. And there they can do hunter stuff. They can do trade. They can get to know other hunters, and they get to improve their equipment and their gear and their weapons and all that. And we're going to like place a lot of like small stuff and bunch of activities in the secret market, but we were really missing like a decent backstory for it. Like we had like a cool idea about its importance and all that, but we really didn't know like what was its role in the story or something. So we in this last few week, like this last few days, I was like, okay, so let's sit down and think about the story and think about how important this place is for the hunter cause, and how important it is for people who want to avoid the Dukans and want to be free and want to express themselves. So we thought about this character who is responsible for taking care of the secret market and taking care of the hunters and making sure that only the people that are truly they have truly good reasons and good intentions in their hearts are able to see and interact with the other people in
Yeah.
the secret market.
And now Dark is asking if there are gonna have other kinds of quests in the secret market. Definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Like
Yes.
the secret market is going to be the main hub for everything you do in Relic Hunters. When we're starting out the project, we knew like a couple of like pillars that we wanted to focus on the game. Like these are the things that are important to us. And by far one of the most important ones is that we wanted Relic Hunters to be a social experience in
Yeah.
a way that a lot of old school MMOs kind of were. Like when we were younger, we played a lot of Ragnarok Online and World of Warcraft and games like this, which were extremely social.
Yeah.
You would make friends in the game, like would meet new people. People would even meet like husbands and wives in the game. People would just sit in the cities and just chat. And we want to try and get a little bit of that magic back as much as we can in Relic Hunters Legend. So the secret market is very important for this. So you already have like chat bubbles, stuff like that. You can emote, which is something that always bugged me. Like why don't modern online games have emotes on the chats? Like, don't people
Yeah.
chat? You know, because most of the time people are just talking with their friends on Discord.
Yeah.
So games are rarely preoccupied with, hey, what about strangers like being nice to each other and just talking? You know, can that be a thing? Hopefully it can. I think it's not a lot of people say that it's about players having changed. Like the new generation of players, they don't want to talk with people online. They don't want to be nice. They're just bad people. I really don't believe that. I don't think that people have changed in the last, not enough in the last 10 to 15 years. I think that the games have changed. The design of these games have changed. And I know, and a lot of features have like discouraged people to just sitting down and relaxing, you know. So Secret Market is gonna be a lot more than just going in, getting a quest, and going out.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Like it's not just a place that you go and just between the missions or something. No, like we really want it to be a special place. Like true to its name, it would be a social hub. And you know it's important.
We want you to hang out there. You know?
Yeah, it's
Just-
like
let's just
people.
hang out.
We want people to hang out there, and it's important for players to have like quality downtime too. Like they can't be on the upkeep all the time. Just you know going after loot and shooting ducks and commies. Like you know they have to do more interesting stuff too. You know, where they can learn more about the world, where they can learn more about the character, where they
Bonjour,
can even...
welcome.
Bonjour, oh, hello, man. And, you know, like all that stuff. Like for us, it's really, really important to just give all the players like a bunch of different and varied experiences that everybody can identify with and you know,
this
be
is
willing
something-
to play.
This is something that we wanna figure out with you, the community. So for now, we have
Yeah.
a few ideas. Of course, we're gonna have a soccer field on the Secret Market because we're Brazilians. We would not make a social hub without a soccer field.
Yeah, we have to.
But the
That's
other
in our
thing that we have planned right now is to have an arts gallery. So the idea is that a section of the Secret Market is going to have this little art fair, and there's going to be a gallery there, and the fan art from the community is going to be featured there in the game. So you go in the Secret Market and you're going to see in the little gallery on the walls, you're going to see the art, and you're going to be able to just zoom in and see the art and see who from the community made that. And we might rotate that like every couple of weeks, something like that, just featuring fan art from the community. And we're going to have a little stage there. Hopefully we can like put some new music there, depending on what's going on, and just having like rap and a band perform music around the stage. There's another idea that we're thinking about. It's called public loot or public chests. So the idea is that they're like you know how it's like people have like evil twins, like you're like your super good guy, but you have like evil twin. So this would be like the opposite. It's like the good twin of the loot box. So the loot boxes are so evil. We wanted to do like the good twin of the loot boxes. And the idea is that you play the game, just play the game. There's no money involved. You get these public gifts. So and the only way to open, like this is something that you earn by playing the game, right? And it is called public gifts, and the only way to open it is at the Secret Market. You have to go to the Secret Market to open your public gift. And what it's gonna do is going to send everybody who is on the Secret Market, when you open the public gift, is gonna have like a little message. Hey, Mark is opening a public gift, and it's going to drop a lot of loot for me, and this loot is going to scale to my account, so it's gonna be good loot for me. But also everybody who is on the Secret Market at that time is going to get loot as well. So just by hanging out on the Secret Market, you can get loot, right? And hopefully that's something that we hope that this is something that people start to really turn into events by themselves. Like some really hardcore players are gonna farm like 100, like 100 public gifts, you know, and just hit Global Chat and say, hey, Global Chats, I'm gonna be opening 100 gifts on Secret Market 25 right now. So anybody wants some, come get it. And just people just going there and having positive online experiences. Like these are just free ideas that we have right now to make the Secret Market a more social, more like collaborative, interesting, friendly place. But we want to work together with the community and hear your ideas about what we can do in the Secret Market to make it cooler.
Exactly. And like there's not going to be any shortage of good NPCs and good world building that we want to place all around the Secret Market that is going to tell a lot about the universe where the Relic Hunters exist, and it is going to be really interesting to see people interacting with the Secret Market and just going and going on the internet and just talking to people about the stuff they find. It's going to be really cool. Like that's the kind
Pedro,
of positive experience.
do you want to show a little bit of concept art for the Secret Market?
That would be amazing. We have it there.
Yes. Let me show
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
Let me just save my links here. There we go. No. And teleport.
We did it!
We did it. Cool.
Yeah,
So
like what's the fun of talking
switch.
about it and not showing it, right?
Ooh, I give a little spoiler there. So I don't know if you can see my screen, or if you're watching the stream yourself, Pedro, you may be
I
seeing
am.
it with a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the first one I wanted to show. So cool. So Beto, we actually hired a new artist for the team. It's called Hike. He's an old friend of ours. Hey Hike. Also, today is Hike's birthday, so happy birthday,
Yeah,
Hike.
happy birthday, Hike.
He's a great artist. We're gonna show some art from him in a few moments. We just hired him to help Beto and Mari work on the Secret Market. This is by far the biggest arts project that we had on the game so far. It's gonna be really big, and there's a lot of detail in it. But we think it's worth it, even though we're a very small team. We try to just pick our battles very carefully. Just not try to do everything just super crazy detail, or this game is never gonna be made. But this one we thought this was important. No, we have to do the Secret Market with all the bells and whistles, all the detail. So we hired Hike. He's already working the game, and we're going to bring a lot of 3D artists, like contractors, to make everything. Just make sure that everything gets done in the next 1 or 2 months. So hopefully June, you're gonna be able to walk around the Secret Market. So this is one of the first concepts that Beto did for some of the shops. It started out really small. We're thinking about doing like a smaller Secret Market. To see the weapon check is really small. The current one that we have is pretty big. It's this picture is a little bit cropped. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you can see here that the stores are not gonna be like twice as big. There's a lot more detail to them, and a lot of little things that you usually like Relic Hunters environments. We try to keep them very clean, very simple, just because we want to be sure that we can make a lot of stages and a lot of content for you fast. So if we do a super detailed AAA kind of backgrounds, we're not going to be able to do more than 1 or 2 levels like every month, and that would be like not good. We really want to push contents and do new and interesting ideas. But for the Secret Market, we really want to go on detail, so you can see a lot of the details that we have planned here. Also different little things on the shop, stuff like that. It's gonna be super fun. Also, how can I zoom in now? I can switch. There we go. Also, of course, the soccer field. And this is a concept art from Reich, our birthday boy.
Birthday boy.
He's really good. Like, this is so cool. Like, if anybody watching this is from Brazil, you're going to instantly recognize like how real this looks. Especially my favorite thing. Like, my 2 favorite things is the owl which is a
Yeah.
very Brazilian in joke. If you're not
Yeah.
Brazilian, you have no idea why there's an owl there. It's just there. It's okay. It's fine. There's an owl there, but where the owl sleeps. So it's a very in joke for Brazilian people. And also these two flip flops here, these two Havaianas here. I can say Havaianas, can I? These two flip flops here, just saying where the other goal is. Like this
Yeah,
is.
the goalposts where the goalposts they're supposed to be.
So this is like I'm. Oh, not yet.
Oh.
I wanted to see if I could find. I messed up. Let me see. I wanted to see if I could find the big one though. There's like a sketch
Oh.
of how big the secret mark is gonna be.
Yeah, there is.
Let me just try
With
and
like all the
find it.
details or of where the stuff is going to be.
My Windows Explorer though is so slow with the game, Hangouts, and OBS and everything. So my computer is so slow right now. But I'm gonna try to find it. But just to give you an idea of how big it's gonna be, like this little soccer field is just a little thing on the left corner of the map. It's just the map is going to be massive.
Yeah.
So it's actually like village-sized environments for the whole supermarket.
Yeah, like it is the social hub, so you really are doing your best with it, like really, really polishing it and putting all the details in it that are deserving of it. Like it is, and like it is a very, very important place for the story to like all the hunters are going to be there, and that's where all like the political turmoils are discussed and where all like the future strategies are discussed and how like you see the hunters interacting even like with each other and trading information, and we see like these clash of cultures that you rarely see outside the secret market. Usually you see everybody minding their own business in Duke and occupied territory.
Yeah.
So
Dark is asking, would there be good Dukins on the secret market?
that
Actually,
is a cool
Beto
question.
Beto has a pet character. He's
Yeah.
always pushing it. But we have a lot of characters to do right now. Not only
Yeah.
we have more Relic Hunters to do, but we also have all the Kickstarter characters to do.
Yeah.
So we have a huge backlog to go through. But Beto has this pet character that he's always pushing, and he looks super cool. He's a Dukin, like a renegade Dukin. Like he's a
Yeah.
Dukin that turned good. So
Yeah.
he's gonna
A
be
Dukin.
at some point on the secret market.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's going to be really cool to see all these new characters coming to the secret market and how the secret market itself is going to, I wouldn't say change, but definitely there's going to be influence of like new characters coming along. And it's going to be amazing to see how the secret market is going to grow and grow, not only in the story, but we hope in the players' hearts too.
Hopefully. So I completely failed to find that concept art, but I'm gonna make up to just showing this little image of Recon this Blitz, which I think is so adorable.
Oh
Which is
yes,
the
it
pixel art
is.
hunters. It's so adorable. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is straight from our team's Slack channel. I didn't even ask permission. I just say I'm gonna show this on the stream. Nobody's gonna stop me because it's so
Yeah,
adorable.
they can't stop you.
So Relic Hunters Blitz is going to be for mobile what Relic Hunters Zero was for PC, hopefully. So it's going to be this free game, super cool, super charming. Hopefully gets a lot of new people into Relic Hunters. But it's taking place in a post Relic Hunters Legend world, right? So the we are taking a lot of things that we learned from Relic Hunters Legend, and also the character designs have changed in Relic Hunters Legend. So this is reflected in Blitz. So you can see Raph is a girl, and all their character designs are more closely resembling the current designs that we have for Relic Hunters Legend.
Exactly.
I think it
And
looks super
and they look so adorable. I mean, look at them.
Oh, it's so
Chu,
cute.
yeah,
Oh, it's so
Chu
cute.
Chu Chu is such a great artist.
She is. She's
She's
really good.
amazing. And it's amazing how she got the spirit of each character so fast. I mean,
Yeah.
like right away she got this muchness of Ace and you know the cute bravery of Jimmy and all that. It's adorable. It's really amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Look
It's
at
really
that.
cool.
But
So,
talking about characters, we actually have really cool stuff regarding the voiceovers, right?
yes, we
We
just recorded a lot of voiceover lines.
Oh yeah, we send a bunch of combat quips and lines for the actors that portrayed our main hunters, and we got some really interesting stuff. We like on the way like the way that Relic Hunters Legend is that you can actually hear a lot of Pinky's quips and Pinky's dialogues just talking about like what's going on in the mission and stuff, and we're going to expand that so much. So every time you actually have your like a specific character, you're going to hear specific comments and quips and shouts when they use their skills and stuff like that that was just made for them. And it's amazing what it like just directing these new quips with the actors, and it's amazing to work with such talented actors as the ones we have. It is just it's been an amazing experience. It's something very new to me to work with voice actors like that, especially like uh, like like in a distance, right? Like because we're so far away from them, and it's just amazing to see how they get into the character and how they put life into the character.
No, they're
right?
really
Like,
good, man. Like a
they're
shout out to our
really
voice
good.
actors, especially
Yeah.
like I've been working with a few of these people for a while now. So especially Edwin, Josh, I've been working with them ever since the Dungeonland days. That's like 2010.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of people watching this video were like toddlers back in
That's a long time ago.
2010. But I was already working with these guys, super talented, and we brought new people. Elspeth, she's been amazing at Spooky.
Yeah.
We had Kim Ling, she's been so good at Raph and Panzer. Like, her Panzer is just so fun, and I can't, like, it just scares me that we don't have Panzer in game already.
I know. I mean, we have all these characters that we haven't been able to work that much on them, and we're really anxious to put them there because
Yeah.
they're so important for the Relic Hunters, and they are just so cute and they're
Yeah,
just
man.
so amazing.
And like it's super good. It's super good to have the lines just making the characters feel more. They have a lot of personality. A lot of that shows in visuals, right? But
Yeah.
hopefully, when we put some of their lines in game, we're gonna just know how different, how contrasting the personalities are. Like Lucian, he's done an amazing job as Jimmy, and he's the straight man, right? Just delivers like those super flat heroic lines. And it's just super cool to have somebody who is this straight man, and then everybody else can just get contrasted to him. Like you hear
Yeah.
Ace, he's being all like jokester and making fun of everything. And then you have Pinky like super brash, super like let's go, let's do this. And Raph is a little bit bored.
Yeah.
All the time, like, oh, okay, let's do this, whatever. And Jimmy's just that straight action hero guy. And I think everything's blending together so well. And I'm super happy with the results. And I just can't wait to put it in the game.
Yeah, no, this is going to bring like some really depth to the characters and some quality of play to the players because it will feel deeper and it will feel you will feel closer to the characters just understanding how they talk. That's something that we ourselves and the actors had to figure out now. You know, like what exactly is the tone of Raph? Like, how can she manage to be that grumpy all the time in the battlefield? And all that stuff, like, we had to figure out with the character with the actors, and their input was just so valuable. I mean, like Kimley, she has such an amazing range for Raph, and she was really putting like a lot of energy into it, and then she understood like how exactly what form of energy that Raph really goes for, and then when she got it, it just like everything just fit perfectly. And Lucian, like when he found that very straightforward Jimmy, just like all the pieces just fell into place. It is just amazing to see.
Yeah, hopefully this is going to
they
be
working with it.
in the June build. I'm gonna be able to hear all this. It's gonna be awesome. Maybe I
Yeah.
want to take a few questions from chat.
I would
Gar
love to.
suggested that we use the pixel art images from Blitz to do like an arcade game on the secret market.
Mhm.
That's actually very fun. I
would
don't
be
know
really
if we would do it though. 'Cause this is the kind of thing that AAA studios they do all the time because they have so many people. And then just,
Exactly.
let's just do an arcade game and put it in there. For us, it's just like we're not doing like a quote unquote serious feature in the game to do this, you know. So this is the kind of thing that usually we don't do. But I don't know. Like it's such a fun idea. Maybe we can do it in a weekend or so. We're not.
Yeah, like for example, the April Fool's joke that we put. Honestly, we were so tempted to transform it into an actual feature. It was like, you know what? Yeah, let's put some cars and stuff into it. Whatever is going to be awesome. It would be amazing, but it's just very hard for us to.
Yeah, that we have to be very on the ball all the time. We have to keep our focus because this is a huge game. We should
Yeah.
not like honestly a team this big should not be tackling this kind of game.
Yeah.
I think the only redeeming quality that what keeps us sane is that we know what we're doing. Like we're experienced devs and we kind of take it one day at a time and we know how to have focus and just what has value, what has to be worked on right now. Because if we forget about this, we're in a bad place. This game is never gonna ship.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
so Drewdry is asking, for the future of the game is free on Steam? Yes. The game has always been planned to be free. So it's gonna take a while for us to get there for a couple of reasons. One, this is a very expensive game. So we need to fund the development. So we're gonna do this with paid early access. So hopefully we get enough money through paid early access to just keep improving and growing the game. The second thing is we we don't want to pay a lot of server costs and have a lot of people before we think we're ready. So it just helps to have like a smaller community of people giving you feedback, playing the game, and we have more time to do stuff properly. And then once we're confident in the game, we know, hey, this is stable, this is good. We don't have to rush updates out of the door after we release this. Then we're gonna get the game free to play.
Exactly. Hey Abdul, how's it going? Hey Daniel, thank you. Wow, thank you very much. I like being sexy all the time. Yeah, so there's so much stuff. What else can we talk about? Oh, there's also really cool stuff that we were discussing about the beginning of the game.
Right.
We were discussing about maybe putting like a full animated cutscene into there,
Oh yes.
and it would be like we're still in the idea area zone thing here, but we're already discussing with our friends from Chroma Studio, their most famous work everybody in Brazil knows as Jorel's brother.
And they
It's
did
this-
art animation.
Yeah, and of course they made our animation, and which is the people from Coppa Studio. They're very talented, and we've been talking to them to maybe put some animated
So
sequence.
wait.
In the beginning.
Chat, and anybody watching this, if you haven't watched the Relic Hunters animation yet, please go YouTube right now. Just type Relic Hunters Animated and just go watch that. We'll wait for you.
You go do that because I haven't done this.
Awesome.
Like when I got into the team, it took me like 3 months to actually go and do that. And it took me a while to figure out that we actually had already a pilot of an animated series. I thought it was an idea. I didn't know that it already existed. If you were just like me, you didn't know that we already have a pilot of an animated series, go to YouTube right now and check it out.
Fun.
It's super fun.
It's 4 minutes long. We'll wait. I'll be here playing the game. Just go there and watch it.
Watch it.
And then we'll talk about the animated cutscene.
Yes, like the characters are just amazing there. Everybody's just so cool. Like you can really feel like you know the characters better there. And there you can see like what we mean when we say like how all these characters are really full of personalities when they're speaking and stuff. So yes, go now, go there, watch it. It's really cool. It's very short. We'll be waiting here. Mark has a lot of loot to get.
I do. I actually just got a green. Ooh.
Man, I like it how our levels are getting getting new shapes, getting new structures, and they are looking, more complex now, and they're looking more fun and like more mysterious. Like there's, like all the time now I see like, ooh, we can put a lot of interesting stuff in those levels that relate to story and relate to other stuff. But one day we'll get there. One day.
Very soon, very soon. Like second semester is going to be a Kickstarter promo video. It is. It's a 4 minutes long animation that we did at the time of the Kickstarter. Just promote the Kickstarter, So
but it's not the Kickstarter promo video.
It's not the Kickstarter gameplay video. It's not Kickstarter trailer. It's the animated.
Like it's actually like a fully animated series. Like I swear to God, like it's a Relic Hunter cartoon. Like it's amazing. I didn't even.
I was expecting somebody would put the link on the chat, but.
Let me do that. Wait. Let me do that.
But anyway, we're talking about the beginning of the game, how challenging it can be to just get everything in there, to just explain you the world, the characters, the gameplay, the story. Like there's a lot to go through, and we are kind of limited to the resources that we can spend doing this. But the past couple of weeks, Pedro and I have been talking about, hey, what if we do like an opening cutscene, like an animated opening cutscene, at a certain point of the game, not right the very first thing you're gonna see. It's just at a certain point you get a cutscene, just to help flesh out the universe and the characters. It's not cheap to do, so this is something that we have to really carefully consider how much of a benefit it's going to have. But lately we have been thinking it's definitely going to be worth it. So the idea is that at some point, I'm not going to spoil anything, but at some point you get together with the Relic Hunters during the introduction of the game. And when you do that, there's a point where you're flying to the secret market, right? You're with the Relic Hunters, you're on a dropship, just like when you get into the levels, you're in that little dropship, and just flying to the secret market. And the idea is that at that point, it will be pretty cool if the Relic Hunters gave you a little bit of a primer of the world, like what's actually going on. You just had a taste, you had a little taste of adventure, you had a little taste of danger at that point. But you're still a little bit confused, a little bit lost. Like, who am I? Where am I? Why are these ducks shooting at us? So, hopefully, this cutscene can clear a lot of things up. Just the Relic Hunters explaining to you how the world works, why the Dukans are the bad guys, what they do that is so bad, and what the Relic Hunters are doing that is so good, and what is the supermarket? Why are you going there? Why are you staying there? Why are you going
Okay, so I finally got the chat. I got the link on the chat. Let me see if it
Your
works.
star, Pedro.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, it would be something at this level of quality or better. Something really cool that we can show the world and show what's going on.
Yeah, like what we really want is just to for everybody to just see, the main conflicts and what is truly happening in this world, like who are the Dukans, what are the hunters fighting for. That's what we want you guys to see in this little cutscene. And of course, with like all the true, like the cool voice acting and the amazing art of everybody from Copy Studio is going to be just. I hope it's just going to be just jaw dropping as our cool animated series is, because like I just love cartoons. It is going to be cool. I'm pretty sure it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, we didn't greenlight this yet. We're kind of figuring out how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we're a small team. We have to be really smart about what we do and what we don't do, to make sure that we actually don't waste resources that could have been better used on gameplay.
Exactly.
So, but it's looking good. I think everybody's very excited to do it, and I think it could be something that you guys are going to be excited about as well.
Yeah, I mean, if we're excited, I hope you guys are excited too.
Hopefully. That's why we have Discord, so you can tell us we're wrong.
Yeah, so let's recap. We have been working on the prototypes of the beginning, which are going to be amazing because they're really a good tool for the rest of the team to get onto the story really early, and so we can iterate really early on, and we can change stuff and add stuff and really tailor it into a really cool and really exciting experience. So in the beginning, we're going to have the introduction of our main character, Seven. We're going to have the introduction of who the Dukans are and who the Hunters are, and what is the
And a
problem with
mysterious
the Dukans,
character as well.
right?
There's a
Yeah,
mysterious magical character.
they're a mysterious magical character who is going to show up, tell you a bunch of stuff that you don't understand, and, and you're going to be like, what? I have to go after that dude. And it's going to be really full of emotion because you're going to meet these new characters. Of course, you're going to meet our classic Relic Hunters. They're going to be there and they're going to fight alongside you. And we're truly going for this memorable, epic journey that everybody can enjoy, and it has a bunch of like ups and downs and stuff, and that's only the beginning. Like there's so much story. There is
A lot of stories. Somebody asked me about this on Discord. I think it was this week. Somebody asked me.
Yeah.
Which like how much story we have planned, like, and for how much time in the future, stuff like that. like a rough outline of story. We have years of story. Years, literal years.
Yeah.
But right now we just, like I said, laser focus. Yeah. So right now we're really focused on the beta story. Mm-hmm. So what we're trying to do with the beta is to tell this really small part of a bigger story arc. So it's not even what we would consider like the season 1 of the story. So it's just a small part, but we're trying to make it satisfying. So we're trying to give it all of the ups and downs and all the cool plots and all of the payoffs that you expect from like a full story. So just to give you a little bit of perspective, just the beta story is going to be almost as big as Chroma Squad's entire campaign.
Yeah, and that's just the beta. Like that's not the whole stuff that we want.
That's probably like 25% of the free to play release story, like the
Exactly.
season one story. So just a quarter of the story of the game is already like almost as big as Chroma Squad. So that's a lot of
Exactly.
story.
Good.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like Pedro has been doing like an incredible job in just making sure that we have a lot of cool things to pull whenever we
Yeah.
want to tell. Like it's a very rich world to tell stories in.
Yeah.
We're not just telling you a little narrow focused story about the Relic Hunters. We're also telling you stories about the different people that live here, the different characters that live here, the past, the future, like little silly things that happen in the world, and also really serious political things that happen in this world. Like the inhabitants there, they're having trouble. You're trying to fix those, try to understand what is going on. So there's a lot of space for us to be silly, to be brave, to be afraid, to be like. There's a lot of cool things in this world, and
Yeah.
hopefully throughout the next years, because like we're a small team, so it's one step at a time. Throughout the next years, we're gonna be able to slowly tell you all of these stories that we have planned.
Yeah, exactly. And not even counting all the personal stories of the characters themselves
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
and all the friendship missions that everybody is going to be able to play that are definitely going to get, everybody closer to the characters, just like if you played Mass Effect or if you played BioWare games, how you get like those personal missions to get to know better the people in your team. It's something like that, but we want to the player to really feel like those characters well, even though it is one hunter among a bunch of hunters that we're going to introduce.
Yeah.
But like it's for us, every story and every character really matters. So and that's really important.
So cool. Enough promising things in the far future.
Yes.
Let's just wrap it up and just talk about what's happening in the very near future. So
Okay.
we're focusing on getting like the whole story playable right now. It's almost there, but there's a lot of tweaking that we have to do. Like Pedro and I have a lot of work to just tweak the story and how the gameplay combines with the story and all that. We had to figure out the cutscene thing, but the goal is second semester. We're going to start really implementing story to get it done for the beta. So hopefully the beta you're gonna have, like if you just watch the animation, that moment where the animation ends is a direct reference to where the story in Relic Hunters Legends begins. So
Exactly.
you're gonna see Seven's story. So Seven's the new character, the white-haired guy or girl you choose. She or him is going to be in this world. You're gonna find out what is going on this story a little bit. You're going to meet the Relic Hunters. You're going to meet one of the villains of the game. You're going to meet Commander Crack. You're going to see the Dukans. You're going to travel a little bit on the world, and hopefully, we're going to give a satisfying conclusion to this introduction. Of
Yeah.
course, there's going to be a lot more story to come, but hopefully, like we have enough story and it ends in a way that okay, that was like a good episode of Relic Hunters. Let's wait for the next one. So this is what we're trying. This is what we're working on right now.
Exactly. Soon we're going to get around July or something. We're going to get the voiceovers too, and that's
Yes.
also going to be really interesting for everybody who's
Yes.
anxious to seeing the characters come to life. So
Yeah.
that's also something to look for.
Cool. So, as always, thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate having you in chat. If you're watching this from the future, hello. Thank you as well for supporting us. If you want to play the game as it is right now, you can become an alpha founder. This is huge for us. Not only really value your input and your feedback, but also the money from our founders goes straight into the development of the game. So relichunters.com.br. There you go.
Yeah.
Lucy's got me covered. Cool.
Yeah.
So and join us in Discord as well. We're always there. We're there every day. Doesn't matter if you're a founder or not. We're always talking to everybody. Just come chat with us. It's a lovely, friendly community. And cool. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Pedro, for your time as well for joining us today.
Thank you, everyone. I love talking about story with you guys, and let me know if you have anything to ask and on our Discord channel.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.